Hello and welcome. What will you do without a web browser? Yeah, web browsers help us navigate through web pages which are hosted on web servers, which basically make up the internet. So everybody essentially uses a web browser in today's world. Now, web browsers date back in the 1990s when the first web browser was developed. Back then it was called the World Wide Web. Since then, so many other browsers have been developed. Talk of Firefox in 2004, Google Chrome in 2008, and so many more. Now, web browsers, as they are meant to help us navigate through the internet, they also pose a challenge because hackers have found various ways of reaching to you and basically stealing from you using the web browsers. And so today, let us discuss how you can protect yourself in the online world while using your web browser. Now, there are various attacks focused on the browser, and today we will look at a few. We start with malvertising. Now, adverts are a way of making money, and so many websites will contain ads. Some of the ads are enticing, and research has shown that the click rate on ads is at a good percentage. Hackers also know this and have come up with ways to exploit it. Malvertising is typically conducted using online ads that contain malicious code. Hackers can inject this code into legitimate ad networks or create their own fake ad networks to distribute the malicious ad. You click on this ad, the code will install malware on your computer, just like that. The second is cross-site scripting. Now, web development and software development require a security-focused and agile approach. Some developers overlook security aspects and focus only on the coding and, worse still, copy-pasting code from the internet. This leaves the websites vulnerable to many attacks. Now, cross-site scripting attacks involve hackers injecting malicious code into a website, which can then be executed when you visit the website. Hackers do this by exploiting vulnerabilities in the website code or by tricking you into clicking on links that lead to malicious websites. The third form of attack is cross-site request forgery. Now, the same poor web development methods discussed under the cross-site scripting will lead to other attack vectors, including the cross-site request forgery. Cross-site request forgery attack is a case where hackers trick you into performing actions on a website without your knowledge or consent. This is typically done by exploiting vulnerabilities in the website's code that allow a hacker to submit requests to the browser on your behalf. Another form of attack is called clickjacking. Now, hackers have since become so sophisticated in their hacking attempts. Clickjacking is a scenario where an attacker tricks you into clicking on hidden or invisible buttons on a website. This is typically done by overlaying a fake button on top of a legitimate one, or by making legitimate buttons transparent so that you accidentally click on the fake one. And that way, you get to be attacked. Another form of attack is called phishing. Now, always check on URL on your browser to ascertain it is the actual website you intend to visit. Hackers are fond of faking web pages that look like other legitimate websites, with the main agenda of tricking you into providing your personal details. Now, phishing attacks involve attackers creating fake websites that look like legitimate ones. They then trick you into entering sensitive information such as login credentials into these fake websites. This can also be done by sending you emails that contain links to fake websites. Another form of attack is malicious browser extensions. Malicious browser extensions can be installed through various means. These include tricking you into installing them or by bundling them up with other software. Once you install them, they can collect sensitive information, inject malicious code into websites, or even take over your browser. So, overall, these attacks are typically conducted using a combination of technical and social engineering techniques, as we have seen, and can be difficult to detect and prevent without proper security measures in place. To protect against these attacks, you should be cautious when visiting websites. 2. Avoid clicking on suspicious links or ads. 3. Keep your browser and plugins up to date. 4. Use security-focused browser extension. These are just but a few steps you can use to protect yourself in the online world. So thank you guys. Take your time to subscribe and see you next time.